Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTBase.com. Welcome to this week's Commitments to Traders review. Today we're going to have a look at the 52nd and basically the last report from 2013. You can see the report date over here, 31st of December, the last date in 2013. Of course issued in 2014. Let's move on and have a look at commercials changes as we usually do, and see where we had the largest changes. As you can see, heating oil is on top of our list with a 13% change in commercials positions. You can see the change size over here, larger than average. We do see greater changes in the past. As you can see, these changes affect prices pretty nicely if you look at these examples over here. This change is not that large. We do, as you can see, the examples I was showing you are larger changes. They may affect prices, but hey, they may already have. As you can see, prices are declining pretty rapidly. What's interesting to see is both commercials and large speculators are below the zero line. Both of them are net short. Only small speculators are optimistic about this market. This in itself, of course, sounds pretty bearish, and as you can see, prices are declining. 5-year chart. Let's have a look at the 5-year chart and see everything on a wider scale. Do we have an extreme? Well, we had one actually a few reports ago, a very bullish extreme over here, and as you can see, this managed to push prices higher. It was an effective COT signal. We're moving away from these extreme territories. Is this really the end of this rally? I can't tell you. A major COT extreme signal, such that I'm showing you over here, when commercials would be below 60,000 contracts net short level, that would be a major extreme, and there would be no question that prices should fall. At this point in time, it's hard to tell whether this is going to continue. This large bullish COT extreme, I believe, is still in place. Moving on to copper, let's have a look at copper, where we have a 12% change in commercials positions and roughly the same changes in large speculators and small speculators. A few reports ago, we've been talking about copper. We had greater changes in commercials and large speculators also. You can see that prices did not react to these signals. The rally is still going on. So let's have a look at the 5-year chart and see how extreme copper market is at the moment. You can see that traders are moving their positions, changing their positions pretty rapidly. So not long ago we had this very nice bullish COT extreme in copper. As you can see, prices are reacting pretty nicely to it. But now we're moving away, and may actually be only a few more weeks before we get to an opposite COT extreme, a bearish extreme. The last one was over here, as you can see, effectively ending this rally and pushing prices down. So we may be headed towards such an extreme in the next couple of weeks. Russell 2000, our next market, where we have a 12% change, basically the same change as we had in copper. Nothing too unusual. We see pretty large changes in Russell 2000, as you can see on this chart. Again, this is a bearish type COT change signal that may affect prices in the near term. Let's have a look at the 5-year chart and see how extreme Russell 2000 is. As you can see, we've moved away from these great bearish extreme levels. We can't talk about a all-time or close to all-time COT extreme that we would expect to end this huge rally that we have in indexes. So it's quite hard to tell what's going to be the really good timing to take a short position, if anybody's considering one, or maybe just taking the large speculators side who are at the moment long, and following them may be a good strategy also. Moving on to large speculator COT extreme. Here we go. Life Cattle is on top of our list with the 159 report extreme in large speculators. So let's open Live Cattle first. Here we go. And right away, go to the 5-year chart, where we can see this extreme on a much wider scale. Here we go. No question to that. This is a sell signal, a very bearish type COT. extreme signal, you can see how prices reacted to such signals in the past. I'm showing you these examples. So of course, again, we're expecting prices to react similarly to these examples I was just showing you. Moving on to Palladium, we have a 54 report extreme in large speculators over there. Again, moving on, jumping to the 5-year chart, let's have a look at this on a wider scale. It's not that big of a extreme at the moment. We've been there actually a few times in the past 1 year, basically. You can see that prices were bouncing back and forth. These, of course, are bearish COT extremes, trying to push prices down with little or no effect, actually. So as you can see, the chart is pointing upwards. We don't have an extreme at the moment, so I'd recommend us to just move on and have a look at the British pound, whether we have anything interesting over there, where we had this 49 report extreme, both in commercials and large speculators, actually the same size extreme in British pound. Opening a 5-year chart, here we go. You can see, okay, we have a different picture. So even though the extreme number-wise is smaller than we have in Palladium, just by looking at this 5-year chart, we can see that actually this is an extreme that is becoming pretty large, and it is of course a bearish type COT extreme. I'm just showing you these examples on this 5-year chart when such levels of extreme were able to end rallies, put tops in prices. And basically, that's something we're expecting to happen right now. Maybe not tomorrow. As you can see, we still have some space left. This extreme may widen even more before we reach the top, but it's definitely pointing our eyes on British pound. It's a market to follow. Okay, that's going to be all for this week. I'm not going to show you any more charts, but of course you can have a look at them at our COT charts page. If you would like to have a more in-depth and detailed COT analysis, well, hey, that's the page we're checking right now. But of course, you can add other great functions to our table and look at other COT report types, data types, and there's a lot of other great functions at our webpage. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I hope to see you actually this weekend when the next report will be issued. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.